press the button now.
Yes. Hello. Very sorry that we're late. Later than we're usually late.
I think we've said very sorry we're late about every week since about 2 years ago.
And pretty much every time we start our quiz as well. Sorry we're late.
That's just us. Get used to it.
But we're very late tonight.
We're late people.
Like 7 minutes late.
My dinner was sat here until about a minute ago.
Yeah.
It's still not finished. Anyway.
Well, good reason. We've been out today. We went to a jumble trail. It was very exciting. Yes.
Where did we go?
We went to Leighton in East London.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. We went up to one last year in Walthamstow. It was about sort of half a mile further into London from that one. It was crazy busy. But we'll get onto that in a minute.
Dom says, "Hi Nick and Andrea." It was. Yes, that's where we were. That's where we were.
Hello, Dom.
Hello.
Yeah, we didn't get round all of it. We just we gave up trying to follow the map on the app, and we just meandered about.
Yeah, we missed loads of it.
We were quite chilled today, but I was always one step behind some pretty amazing deals. It's I shouldn't have been so chilled.
John probably got them all.
Yeah, no doubt.
But you kept saying we need to get going because we're missing, we're missing the deals.
I kept seeing people
we need to keep going, and then you'd spend like half an hour looking through media on one stall, and me and Ellen would be like, oh, "For God's sake, let's move on."
Seriously?
Yes.
The amount of time I was waiting for you to. Anyway, before we get into what we've been up to and an update on the ridiculous shoe haul, we're like missing frames.
Oh yeah, it does that sometimes.
Is Ellen streaming in there? Could you go and ask her not to if she is, please?
I don't know. I think our internet's just
a bit
weird.
Are we lagging? Because
Oh, dear.
I seem to be on our screen. I'm like jittering around all over the place.
I was going to try and take that comment off, but
just click on another one and then take it off again.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Lorraine from London said the pubs were so buzzing yesterday. Loved it. Me and the cat got in a pint to celebrate the end of a crazy lockdown. Yeah.
We walked to a pub and they were shut yesterday.
Yes.
Anyway, I need to do some shout outs and thank yous. So quickly, speed shout outs and stuff. I need to thank Mr. Sprout, who is Pete, who bought a CD, a Head Candy CD. Paul, who bought this giant fajita sizzler. I've got it right here. This came down from the loft to make room for shoes. As did a load of stuff, and sold loads of it straight away. Sold an indoor bike trainer. Sold what was that other big bulky thing that went the other day that I bought down? Oh, a ceiling fan.
Yeah.
So anyway, sorry. Speed shout outs. Thanks, Paul. Trevor, who wanted the shout out, I was chatting to him on Facebook. I've been doing deals on the shoes. I'm going to go into that in a bit on Facebook. But hi, Trevor. Thanks for chatting with me. Like many people, he wanted black ones. If I had black shoes, I could have sold all 900 within a couple of days, honestly. Yeah. White ones have been tougher. We'll get into that. The butter dish that we shared, the vintage one, the like 1960s, 70s one. Karen, thank you very much for the purchase. Anthony, regular customer. Hi, mate. Good to see you.
Go and open the window because I'm boiling.
He should be watching. Bought a CD set of 80s music. Paul bought the two wooden owls. Another Paul, different Paul. And he turned up. He came around and picked them up.
Yes, totally confused me.
Socially distanced, by the way.
So that totally confused me because you didn't tell me I was coming. So
well, I might have forgot.
Well, you did forget because you were in a state of undress.
So, Selena, another regular customer of ours. Is that regular Selena who buys stuff?
Regular Selena. Yes, thank you, Selena.
Bought a really cool Disney t-shirt.
Yeah.
Brian bought a suitcase. Hi, Brian, another good customer of ours. A different Paul again bought a lava lamp, the Marvel one. You guys are awesome. David bought the other 101 80s CD set that we only had two. And now, is that the message from David? I think he wanted us to say, hi, Patsy, I love you. Oh.
all together now.
And Shandy bought Limp Bizkit DVD.
But you didn't put on your smashy and nicey voice.
I don't have a smashing nicey voice. So thank you if you did choose to buy from us. I don't know if anybody
said whether we were lagging or...
Yeah, I'm still jittery like crazy on here. Yeah, if I move on our screen, we're all over the shop. Maybe I should...
Hopefully it's just our screen and not, you know...
Well,
let us know how we're looking to you.
Can't do anything about it
in
either
terms
way.
Of whether we're...
I'm going to shut some windows.
But yeah, I mean, when I hosted Seller Ladies the other day, it was doing that as well.
Okay. So, have you sold here? Right, should we talk about shoes first? Because people are asking.
Just don't move a lot, Tim says.
Just don't move. Okay, Tim.
No, Nick doesn't have a dressing gown. You don't even wear pajamas, do you?
I go commando, guys. I mean, putting it out there. I do when it's hot. Yeah. Oh, the chat's going so fast. Somebody was just saying, have you sold any of the shoes? Well, yes. On eBay, I listed them on eBay, and we've sold a grand total. Wait for it. This will blow your socks off. Sold a grand total of 1 pair of shoes on eBay. However, and this is the way forward with these, because they are white, as I alluded to before, if they were black, oh my God, I could have sold all of them, I swear. Because I put a post up on Facebook, and it generated loads of interest. Most people didn't read the advert properly and wanted black ones, but we have sold... No, we've sold a bundle which payment came through tonight, a big job lot of the shoes in bulk, which is fantastic. We sold some to a lady who's a butcher, and she wears white toe detectors, and she has other members of staff where she works who she's going to try and see if they want some, so that might lead to more. Got a couple of other deals on Facebook that I've touched wood hopefully going to go through. We did have a big job lot of 50 pairs that fell through at the last minute, which was so annoying because I waited in for the guy. This was a couple of days ago. So shoes, the way forward, I think we are going to sell them on eBay. They're on eBay at the minute at £15 a pair. We paid next to nothing for these shoes. And we sold 1 pair in, how long have they been on? Since Friday? Was it Friday?
Yeah.
Or Thursday? So they're not fast on eBay for sure, but hopefully they'll tick through on there. But the way forward is bulk. I also have a local friend who is in the tool industry trade, and he does PPE and clothing, and he has some contacts. He's going to try and find somebody to, if they can, take the lot, which would be awesome.
That would be good.
So we're getting there. We sold a bunch. I'm feeling much more positive about it now because I was very overwhelmed by the scale of it. You may have seen in that video. And I noticed, I haven't been back and read the comments since I put the video up, but there are a lot of people were saying, you guys are crazy. You will never sell those shoes. La, 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 la. Well, they're selling. But if they were black, I feel like just getting a Sharpie and making them all black, and we'll sell millions of them. But yeah. So that's a mini update on the haul. So I'm actually shipping out the job lot that was paid for today. So we've got 3 big parcels going parcel force. All
You're
of the
not shipping
shoes.
them out today. Today's Sunday.
No, they were paid for today.
Oh, okay.
I'm shipping out the ones that were paid for today.
I thought you meant I'm shipping them out today.
No, they're going tomorrow. Anyway, so that's that. So we are pleased. I think straight away, if somebody said, would you do the deal again? Probably not. But we will make it work. Go on.
Super chat.
Oh, super chats.
2 super chats. We've got one from Lex. Shout out for Carla and Lex. While I was cooking tonight, I was watching your live this morning. It was very entertaining.
Hi, Lex and Carla. Is Lex still at Carla's, I assume, then?
I don't know. Have you gone home now, Lex, or are you still there?
We were watching you guys and Josh streaming last night, but we weren't watching it live. We were sitting down with a glass of wine or several and watching
2.
you live.
Not several.
And what was the bit where we came up for some reason? Who would you rather be, Nick or Andrea? Was it?
Yeah.
It was very surreal watching you decide who you'd rather
Carla
be.
decided that she would rather be you because she doesn't want to be vegan.
Yes, because Carla likes a sausage, and I nearly spat my wine out. It was so funny. I'd rather be Nick because I like a sausage.
And then there's another one there.
Oh, hi, Toys Are for Boys. Good to see you. Thank you very much for the super chat. As long as my shoes doesn't have holes in them, they are considered good. I replace them when it's basically not possible to wear them anymore.
Yeah, we're pretty much the same
We're
personally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're a bit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We live in Converse and trainers and stuff.
These were bought to resell, and
Oh,
I've kept them.
It was to see your shoes.
My Salomon funky red ones.
Oh. So apparently we're blurry now.
Are we blurry?
Yeah.
That's probably
Oh,
a good
there's
thing.
one from Quillen. Nice shirt, Nick.
Oh, this isn't vintage. I picked this up when I went to see them in the kind of the final ever tour at Brixton Academy, which was about, oh blimey, 2012. I think it was 2012. I went because it was an anniversary of when I first saw them in '92. Yeah, that would be right. So yeah, it's just a modern reprint.
Yeah.
It's got no back print or tour dates or anything.
So people are saying that yes, we are jittery and we're a bit max headroom.
We're better on our screen now. I'm not.
Yeah. Hopefully it's sorting itself out because people are saying we're jumpy and laggy. I'm hoping it's sorted itself out. If it hasn't, let us know. I don't know what we'll do if not.
We can't do anything. We'll just soldier on as normal and waffle at you.
Soldier on.
So we went boot sailing last week.
Just looking back to see. Oh yeah. Yeah, Sam. Sounds like you did really well today. That's brilliant.
Went selling. Cool. Did you clear a load of gear? We've got another car full. It's all in the car, and we need to go selling. We were actually thinking of doing a garage sale outside the house and try that.
Yeah, if we were going to do that Saturday, but it was raining.
Yeah. So we're going to share some stuff from last week. Is that what we're going to do?
Well, that's kind of how it works now.
Mm-hmm.
End up sharing stuff from the week before.
What are you looking for?
I don't know. I just want to make sure that I haven't missed anything.
Okay.
So I'm just scanning through.
I will find. Oh, first I'll share this first. We went to, because charity shops are slowly reopening. It varies depending on where you are. We went to, there's a big kind of warehouse-sized cancer research near us. We went and had a look around. It was the day we missed. I actually saw the F&S resellers, isn't it?
Yeah,
and I didn't twig. I thought I know that.
And we did
face.
watch Faye and Simon's live. By the way, they didn't think we'd watch their live, but we did watch their live. And yeah, we wish that they'd said, "Oh, I did go jittery then."
Did you? Is that what you wish they'd said?
No, I wish they'd come up and said hello.
Yeah, they were in the same store as us. We'd actually been to the car and dropped our haul of stuff off.
Yeah.
With the main thing
we were trying to be incognito with our masks on and stuff.
The main thing I picked up, and I did see the two Nintendo Wii's, Simon, that you saw, but I didn't go for them. They looked all right, but they were quite, like you said in your video, that they were missing the little wind flaps. Yeah. And they were quite grotty.
But you were annoyed about the board games because you'd missed them.
I don't know where they'd moved the board games to. Where did you find all those board games? They used to be down the front on the right as you walk in. They weren't there. They weren't with the kids' board games. I looked through all of them. And anyway, I found this, Simon. This is cool. This is, now are you going to be able to see? I can't remember the make of it now. Neo Star, and what it is, it's a turntable and it's cassette. And it's an all-in-one CD rewrite machine. So it's basically,
really cool, isn't it?
You transfer your vinyl to CD, you transfer from cassette to CD, but it's all in one unit. And these are really quite sought after. Thankfully, it has the instructions with it. I don't know that it originally came with a remote. I'm not sure. But yeah, I paid the asking price, gold ticket line, whatever that is, of 20. but these have been selling for anything up to 80, so that's where I'm going to shoot for on this. Just seeing if it comes. Yeah, it should have a remote, so that may harm the value a bit, but I don't think so. I think I'll still shoot for the top, because when I did completeds on it, they don't come up all that often, so I'll just aim high and wait. So that was really nice. So that was the main thing, Simon, that we picked up. We did see your massive haul from the shop. I got some other media, and I think Ellen picked a load of clothing up, didn't she, for resale?
Yeah. It does seem like we have a couple of sort of trolly comments, and I normally ignore them, but I'm not. I'm going to actually address it. No, we don't fake our
Is
sales.
it true that you sometimes
it would be absolutely
fake your sales for videos? I'm thinking of doing it too, but don't know how. I wouldn't know how to either. If you see the videos, you'll see us picking them off the shelves, and sometimes, if I can get organised enough, packing them. It's no.
So
there would be absolutely no point. But yeah.
Yeah, and then there was another one that I saw, which I wouldn't normally.
Highlight that quick. I think he's getting
I know.
fed up saying it.
He said above, do you remember him?
Do I remember Simon Hollows? I don't know. Maybe. The name doesn't ring a bell. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Shall
I can't find it. The comment now, but somebody said talked about our negative feedback that we had.
Oh, we had a negative feedback. What was the one?
To put a disc. He was cleaning the discs.
Oh, yeah.
To put the disc in. It's now all sorted. Disc is on its way
to
the customer, and the customer said he will remove the negative feedback. So all you need to do when you have negative feedback or you make a mistake is just be polite, and people are very pleasant back.
We actually had 3 negative feedbacks in one day. 2 of them from one customer who ordered a pair of mudguards, but they were for a different model of his car. So they were for, I don't know what it was, let's say a Hyundai Tucson, but it was a different year, so they didn't actually fit his car. He returned them, and because we are quarantining our mail for X amount of time, it showed us arrived back here because it was scanned, and then we didn't instantly refund him because we hadn't even seen the pack or seen what was in the package to check it was the right thing and refund him. So he gave us negative feedback for us not refunding him, and then when we explained but we hadn't even opened your package and had a chance to check the items and refund him, he took those 2 negatives off. The other one that's still on there was, as Andrea explained, I cleaned a disc in a set of, it was Little Britain. I sold a set of Little Britain DVDs for £50, and the guy received it, and one of the discs in series 3 was missing because it was still sat in my disc repair machine. So anyway, he didn't even contact us and left a negative feedback. So I messaged the guy and I said, I wish you'd messaged me, because I would have sent it out as quick as possible because I have it here and explained what I'd done. So I've obviously sent that off to him now, and he said that's fine. I will revise the negative when it turns up.
Yeah.
So hopefully that one will be sorted as well, but it happens.
It does happen, and it happens to everybody. We all make mistakes.
Can you can't sue people for negative feedback? No, I don't think you can. Did you miss it was just a quick update on eBay selling the shoes. It's going to be ridiculously slow. That's not the way forward. We've sold 1 pair of shoes in 2 days on eBay. So with the volume we've got as well, I mean, that might speed up as we gain some traction and hopefully get ranking on them, but who knows. But we've been doing quite well on Facebook. We've got a load going out on Monday. We're selling them more kind of bulk and a lot cheaper, but we got them so cheap we can, as I said in the initial video, if it turns out this isn't really a product for eBay, as I don't really think it is, although we have sold 1 whole pair on eBay, we're going to wholesale them. So that's
a good comment.
That's the way forward. We all make mistakes. That's why they put rubbers on the end of pencils. Absolutely. Ah, dear.
Yeah. Okay. So, any lovely positive comments to?
What was that? Oh. What's that say?
Yeah.
Hi, Matt. We've got someone who's raised a case against us that is now disputed on PayPal, saying we sent it to the wrong address, yet it's been signed for. PayPal are holding the fee too. That's an interesting one. So they're saying you've sent it to the wrong address.
Do you have proof of posting and tracking, etc.? Because if you do, then uploading all of that should go in your favour.
If they've provided the wrong address, surely that's their issue.
Yeah.
I suppose it comes down to whether they provided you the wrong address or not, or it was your error. I don't know.
You should be able to upload your evidence to PayPal to prove that, you know, that you did the right thing, and that from your point of view and from your side of the deal, you've done everything that you could.
Yeah, hopefully that'll work out for you. Hi, G-Man. I did the same with the PS3 game, as it was still in the console from testing that it worked. Yeah, I've done. Easy to do. What else have I done? I sent out a DVD player with my testing DVD still in it. That wasn't a big issue. I sent a console out with a testing disc still in it, which annoyed me because it was quite a good game once. I've done it all. The common one with me is I'll send out a VHS player or a CD player, and then the next day I'll go, what's this remote? Do you know what this remote's for? Oh no. And then you have to ship it out, and it costs you an extra £3 or something.
The guitar, you beautifully packaged the guitar.
Oh yeah,
and then realized you hadn't put its case on it.
It had a soft case. Sold it. It's really gorgeous. Was it Italian? I think semi-acoustic guitar, and it had just a very soft padded case.
And you were so pleased with yourself.
Packaged it without the
took
case.
A picture for Instagram.
Yeah, holding a big case.
And then you were like, no. So you had to make another little box and attach it to the other box.
Folded the case up in a box, stuck the box on the side.
Yeah. Rosie, by Facebook private message. Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's links below. Yeah, and then DM me on Facebook, and yeah, we can talk. Oh,
Jamelia's saying that we're very pixely.
Oh, can you go and ask Ellen, please, if she's streaming, to stop? Yeah, I'm not sure we can do anything about that. If our daughter is currently streaming something from the internet, we will ask her to stop. That might help. You never know. Age catching up on you. Hold on. Age catching up with you, Nick, forgetting your own stock. I've always been quite scatterbrained. Niall, hey there. Just going through a load of Magic the Gathering cards. I found a card worth 35. Wow, that's a good one then. It's amazing how much something so flimsy and small can go for that sort of money.
Oh no, she's not.
She's not streaming.
No.
Oh, I'm still selling off the dregs of a huge lot that I had ages ago that I sorted. These are going out. Just a little bundle of all goblin cards.
Oh, Aaron and Kay, so it's fine. And yeah.
But most
Sarah, I think that's Sarah or Syra says that it's looking fine. So
okay, good.
Cool.
Just quickly on the Magic cards. Don't get excited if you see a bundle of Magic the Gathering cards. I know Niall just said he sold one for 35. This is more like the reality. That many cards in there, I think it's 40, have sold for £4. So they're like 10p a card, and that's fairly good going. It's 1 in 1,000 that's worth 35. So don't get too excited. Don't pay up for Magic unless you really know what's in there.
Yeah. I think somebody asked a question.
Someone else there. Alan's got the same issue about the buyer saying it's been delivered to the wrong house.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's so difficult. It's going so quick tonight.
But, Mrs. Sprout. Was it Mr. Sprout I gave a shout to earlier? Wasn't it?
Oh, you meant to say Mrs. Sprout?
I don't think so. I'm sure Pete was Mr.
Oh, okay.
I
I
think
thought
Pete
you
is
maybe got
Mr.
the name
and
wrong.
this is Mrs. on here.
Yeah, I don't know if this is when dispatching an eBay suggest a change with a eBay suggest a change. Have you ever seen that before? Should you accept the change?
I've not. I don't know what you mean by eBay suggesting the change.
Yeah.
Sometimes the customer says, "Oh, I've not changed my address."
Yeah.
Really, so you're covered. You should say, "I can only send to the address that's on
Yeah,
that's come through on the invoice."
it is
right?
a tricky one, but we generally do change the address.
If it's a small value thing and we feel okay about it, we have just said,
yeah,
okay, and shipped it out. If it's anything of value, I'd say let's cancel the sale and you can rebuy it, but please change the shipping address, and then you're covered through PayPal.
yeah. So thanks for the mention,
Mrs. See,
got a 7 cassette TDK D90 unopened gift wrapped with exclusive to Woolworth for £2. I
Oh.
don't know what to charge.
7 cassettes D90 TDK. Don't know, £10-15, maybe 20. With that sort of thing, the sealed media, it's all over eBay. Just do a completed search with what would be what I would do, and see what the kind of going rate is.
Oh, right. Becca says it happens on Packlink. If the postcode is typed in as one long thing without the space, eBay suggests the change to the space. Okay.
Oh, well, that's something else. That's
right.
Yeah.
Okay. And with it, well, sometimes, mostly not.
Did we miss one?
Oh,
Could you answer?
Gadget Man, sorry.
You were being so good trying to.
I know. I've been going back and
up.
forth in the chat tonight, and it is zooming. It's
Oh, we managed to miss. I can't go back there. Right, let me see if I can get the other chat open.
That probably won't open it up. I mean, we're happy for you just to copy in the comment again, and we'll read it out.
Yeah, we were doing so well. We caught the other ones. I'm going to try and get the other chat out and see if I can. Oh, shush us.
Shush us.
Pop out other chat. See if we can scroll that back. No, I've lost it. There it is. No, that doesn't go back very far either. There it is. Thank you very much, Gadget Man, for the $1.99 super chat. When white shoes are sold, will you buy black shoes? Well, the thing with being an opportunist as we are, this deal just randomly came up. And I think a big part of the reason we got these shoes for next to nothing was the fact that they were white. I think somewhere, wherever they originally came from, they were slow or they were end of line or company's gone under or whatever the series of events was, and they had all of these left in stock because they were slow and because nobody else particularly wanted them. Hence, they've ended up at me somewhere down the chain, still ridiculously cheap because of what they are. I don't think they would have ended up at me for the ridiculously low price we got them if they were black. They would have got snapped up somewhere further up the food chain, right? So it's not a case of we can't sell these white ones very quickly, although they are going, and I'm really pleased the job lots are starting to shift.
Yeah.
It's not a case of going back to Russ and saying, can I have a job lot of black ones, please? It just doesn't work like that. It's just what was available.
Jamelia says, since they did, would you rather Carla or Lex?
Would I rather what, Carla?
I think they were saying B, weren't they?
Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry.
So would you rather be Carla or Lex?
Oh, wow. Would I rather be Carla or Lex? I tell you why. There's a very simple reason why I would much rather be Carla. Because Lex has cats.
Oh.
And we have been to Lex's house, and I'm a very hands-on person with animals, adore animals. I can't help myself. So I was saying hello to Azumi. It was Azumi, that one. Yeah. I have bad allergies, and my eyes puffed up. They went red and itchy. My whole face was all red. Oh,
yeah.
So if I lived in Lex's house, I would be a mess.
Yeah. But then you'd be Lex, so you wouldn't be allergic.
Oh, am I not swapping places with Lex?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, if I was just being Lex.
Nothing's wrong with cats. Somebody says, "What's wrong with cats?" Nothing.
Nothing.
Other
I love
than the
cats.
fact that he's highly allergic to them, unfortunately.
Yeah, I have no issue with cats or Shizuma, but my face
It was
does.
Azumi.
Or Azumi.
It was Azumi.
Yeah,
I'm
sorry,
sure
I
it
saw
was.
Shizuma come
Yeah.
up in the chat.
I'm fairly sure
Anyway.
it was. I mean, you were really fussing up because, we do love cats, but they don't, their fur doesn't love you.
I've got the Cures love cats going around my head now.
Yeah.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
We've missed a Matt Walker shout
So-
out. We haven't even started making a dent in our haul yet. We need to do that before we run out of time.
But I would stick to, if I had to just go and be someone, I think I'd still be Carla, because I'm a natural dog person, and Carla is too. So I think.
See, I love them both equally, but if it's a dog and cat thing, then it's dogs all the way.
If I'm Lex, I get Lex's mum.
Yeah, and she's
so cool.
And she makes jam, and she grows stuff in her garden, and she's a very cool mum.
I'll alternate. I'll have like a year being Carla and a year being Lex.
Shall I be Lex and you can be Carla, and then we'll swap? Anyway, it is time for Matt Walker's shout out of the week.
We haven't done a haul yet.
I know we haven't. Hi Nick and Andrea, I hope you've had a good week. Could you say hi to my wife? Hi Jem.
Hi Jem.
Please, she is back to work tomorrow after 15 weeks. I was trying to get her to buy some of your work shoes. She's a size 5. We think that they're men's size, and we've worked out, never really considered it before, but men's and women's are slightly different, aren't they? About a size out, I think, size and a half out or something.
If you want some, message me. I can do them cheaper than the eBay. I think on eBay at £15. I can do you a pair less, Matt, if you do want some. Okay, shall we try and share more bits and bobs?
I was going to show, well, I am going to show my vintage clothes in a separate haul, so I'm not going to show them tonight. I bought these for myself, for our living room. Absolutely love them. Cushions, very, very folksy, very Scandinavian looking, and yeah, totally love them. And you said,
are we keeping these?
Yes, we are. You said, what on earth have you bought them for? And it's like, because I really like them.
So they're like crocheted.
So, yeah.
Is that crochet?
Yes. Yeah, they're really lovely. They'll need
to
be thrown in the washing machine.
If we weren't keeping these, I reckon they'd resell, because there's a lot of work gone into that.
Yeah, they probably would, but I really, really like them. So,
all right. So we will be sitting on these.
I didn't buy a lot, so should I just? Shall
I share something next?
Okay.
I've sold this a number of times. You've probably all seen these about. This is the set of Beatrix Potter stories. It's in really nice condition, actually.
Oh, see, Heather likes them. Oh, no. There we go. Thanks,
yeah,
Heather.
they are.
Yeah, I think they're cool.
I wind Andrea up about most purchases. Today, we bought 3-4 mugs. I don't know how many.
But they weren't for me to keep.
I know, but it gives me a chance to wind you up about buying mugs. Anyway, this was £3, I believe.
Who finds the best stuff? It really depends what you're into. We're both into different things, but probably monetary wise, Nick, because he's got the eye for it.
£3. Can't remember what they go for. 30 are these 30, 20 to 30? Can't remember, but they usually sell quick for us.
Yeah. In terms of things that we make more money on, I think you're better at picking that sort of stuff up. I pick things up because I like them, because they're pretty, and because I enjoy listing them. Not always with a business head.
Yes, Tim. Beatrix Potter, anything is usually a great seller. Yeah.
Pleasant Valley Picker says I was definitely a hippie chick in the past. Yeah, I think I was.
Where's that?
Further down.
Oh, I missed it. Oh, a hippie chick. Yeah, you are kind of the hippie chick vibe. Vegan and yeah,
definitely. Okay, I bought this, which
Oh, I
can't
didn't say to
actually see.
Krillin about Carter quickly. We walked up on a stall and I was seconds away from getting some original 1992 vinyl from Carter. There was a 12-inch single, which I didn't buy in the end because the condition was really ropey, but somebody had Carter's The Love album from 1992 on vinyl. And I saw the guy pick it up just seconds before I got to it. And I was even wearing the t-shirt. He got it for £3 and they're worth 20 to 30. So it wasn't a home run, but I would have really liked it to play it. What are you looking at?
I was trying to see what that said. And all right, I bought a lovely necklace and it says 925, but I haven't tested it yet. And it says bar 82 or something. I had to look. Anyway, I picked it up because it was really pretty. And then I saw the 925 and I thought, oh, that's cool. I mean, it you know.
What does it say 925 above that bit? Does that say?
925.
Oh yeah, 925.
And then bar 82, maybe?
Bass.
Bass.
Copyright Bass. Or Sea Bass. Sea Bass?
Yeah.
But you've got a silver test, or do we need to get a new silver test?
We probably need to get a new one, to be honest. I don't know.
It leaked everywhere. Right, anyway.
But yeah, I picked that up and that was only £1. And I just thought, the stones in it were really, really pretty. So.
Yes, PvP, we think that is silver. We will try and do a test on it to check. Bass. I don't think it is bass.
I thought it said bar 82. We need to find your loop and have a good look at it.
Oh, my loop's right here. My desk is a mess.
Yeah.
It's in that one, that box full of junk. C bar, C bass, or C bar and E or something. Anyway. Right, we're doing this now, apparently. We're doing this.
And there's a whack-a-mole there and some CDs.
Whack-a-mole. Oh man, there's stuff everywhere.
Rose quartz, yeah, might be.
Oh, I could even turn the little light on that. Dink.
Ooh, exciting.
It says, that doesn't. I think it's a copyright thing. BARSE, I think it is.
SE, do you think?
I think. I don't know. It's really badly stamped. That doesn't help. Anyway.
I think I'll have a look at it later.
You'll get better deals with that name.
Oh.
It shouldn't take too long with a bit of Googling or searching on eBay to find out what that says. It'll either be one or the other. Right? This is the light off.
Okay. Yeah, I'll turn the light off. I'll have a look at it later when we're not live.
Any tips for setting up an eBay shop? I don't know really.
It's been a long time since we've done it.
Long time. I mean, you don't need one unless it makes financial sense because you get some advantages listing wise, like free listing wise. But if you're only listing a few bits and bobs, you don't necessarily need a shop. It may cost you more because there's fees involved. So look into the cost of the different tiers of shop and work out if it makes financial sense for you before taking the jump. But beyond that, you don't really need to know a lot about having a shop. You get some free packing supplies, which yeah. I bought some.
Alexa sending me information. Oh, Bars, it is BARSE.
That's what I said. Yay, I was right.
Looks like a nice little winner.
Oh, should we share this? What is it? Is that the actual thing? Oh no, similar. Okay, some similar goodies by BARSE. 50 quid. That's quite an ornate one at the top. 36 for a quite simple square pendant.
Lovely.
And yours has got rose quartz, you think?
I think so.
That is quite ornate. Okay. We might be shooting for the 40-50 on that then.
Wow, thanks, Lex.
High five.
For a little squid.
I've got to follow that now with some Playmobil Knights.
I'll take it back about my not being so good about picking
Yeah.
stuff up.
1-0. Okay, so I picked these up for £1. I want to say £1. Trying to remember the store. I think they were £1. They're really. I love Playmobil Knights. I'm a Lego guy, really. I'm not an actual Lego guy, but you know, I never had Playmobil as a kid. Really, it was always Lego. But Playmobil Knights, they are so cool. A bunch of accessories and weapons and stuff, and a little horse. So that'll go as a bundle. I might do it with the case, and there won't be a lot of value there. I don't know, £8 to £10, but
Adrian, it'll be
easy.
all the people who think we're fake and that we just, you know,
I love
about everything.
I love the thumbs down brigade. It makes me happy.
Oh, fantastic. Okay.
Is it me? Is it you?
To me, to you, to me, to you. Yes, our shop there's a link to it in the description box, so you can just go straight to it then.
Yeah.
Yeah. To me, to you, to me, to you. Nick toys? Yes.
Oh, I've got loads of toys. I don't know where to start, really.
Yeah. Well, apart from the clothes, which I'm going to do a separate haul for, I bought a nice little knitting bag. I like that. It's probably not worth very much, but I like it, and it's very clean and nice inside.
They're plastic handles, aren't they?
Yeah. So.
Okay. Well, I see your knitting bag, and I raise you a sewing machine. Oh, this was hilarious.
I'm out now. That's
Is that it?
Yeah.
Is that all you got?
Yeah.
Well, we can tell the farcical story about this. So.
Oh yeah.
This
That
is
was funny.
nothing amazing. It's quite a good make. It's Genome, and it's obviously a small, petite sewing machine. Originally that much, apparently. Spotted it and asked how much it was. They said £2, so I was buying it anyway. But I like to have a look in, see what kind of state it's in. So I got it out of the pack. I won't get it out now. And in one side of the polystyrene insert is like a little, like a chunk out of it where the power lead just sits in. So when I lifted it out, the power lead plopped out onto the floor. Neither us nor the stall holder noticed. And I was like, oh, it doesn't have the power lead. And I was like, oh, do you have the power lead? Blah, blah, blah. And we had this chat about it. She says, well, have it for £1 and you can pick up a power lead. I said, oh, that's more than fair. And then I put it in the barrow, went to wheel the barrow off, and the power lead was under the trolley thing. So I then, of course, gave her the extra £1 and we were happy. So that is, I've no idea, but if it was $54.99 originally, it looks unused virtually inside.
Yeah, well, we're talking to someone at the time. Who were we talking to?
Were we?
One of our subscribers. Was we were talking to Ian or somebody else?
I can't remember.
The time. And yeah, it was quite a funny moment. Yeah, apparently Carla and Lex and Josh and Ade got loads and loads of thumbs down on Carla's stream this morning.
It's fine.
Yeah,
people are welcome to not like what we do.
Exactly.
It's perfectly acceptable.
Mostly we find it funny. But yeah, I think you might be right. I think there are a lot of very bored people at the moment. They're just looking for a bit of fun. Oh yeah, I did pick that up, didn't I?
Yeah.
I forgot about this. This is probably absolutely worthless.
No, I looked it up. Well, it's not great, but
well, let's first start. It's Nescafe Dolce Gusto.
It's for one of those coffee makers that takes the little capsules, but it's a brand new sealed Capsule Rack.
One of them.
But I did look it up, and I think £10 all in is about the best.
I was looking at it, and you said, "Oh, are you interested in that?" Because you were looking at some other stuff, and I said, "Well, maybe." And I said, "How much is it?" She went, £1. I went,
"Yeah." So why not? I think my sewing machine might trump your little stand, though.
I think it definitely does. Yes.
I think I might get that one.
I think so. Yes, definitely.
There was, I think it was same stall as that. Pretty cool Aragon audiobook. I think it's an 8-disc CD, and that was either 50p or £1. It's a week ago. I'm struggling to remember.
Oh, It was me. Sorry, was it you that we were talking to? I don't know why.
I don't know.
Sorry if it is, because it was just a funny moment. Because we were like, I don't know. We were chatting away to you, and then she goes, "Oh, is that it on the floor there?" Or maybe you did. I don't know. Somebody did.
I don't remember.
It was a funny moment.
What was that about?
Yes, you were talking to me when it happened. Yes.
Oh, right. Okay. Thank you. I've bought today and
True, Lex.
Today and yesterday we found a stall. House clearance guy, a local guy to us. He's at lots of boot sales around here, and he was in the process on Saturday and Sunday of clearing a house. So sadly, somebody has passed, and they were a collector stroke hoarder of media. So his stall, there was probably 1,000 DVDs and CDs and books. You would not believe it.
Yeah.
And
it was Gary Reynolds, who I think is in the chat tonight, that actually came up to us and said, "Yeah, you need to get Nick round to that stall."
Typically, we went in and turned left. This stall was right and just at the end of the first row. And I wish I'd got there first, because I've been buying and selling media since the 90s. I love it. I kind of know what I'm doing. But we got there probably an hour later and bought, I don't know, 50 to 100 books, some really good stuff. Can't show you that stuff because it's in quarantine. And then I spoke to the guy and he said, I'm going to be at a boot sale on Sunday. So I made sure I got there at 6:30 and I bought a couple of 100 CDs and DVDs and some VHS, some interesting VHS. I don't think it's amazing, but there's some pre-certificate bits, or maybe one pre-certificate, but a couple of bits of horror, some interesting Bond stuff on VHS. So that's unusual for me. I don't normally bother with it. But tons and tons of really nice media, Floyd stuff and all sorts. Just filled my boots with it. But from somebody else, an instant little bundle. These are the nice card sleeve versions of AM by Artic Monkeys, obviously. Suck It and See. So they're the little gatefold. They're like kind of mini vinyl sleeves, I think is how they're designed. And Humbug. This reminds me of when we had the shop. I remember this being released, and we sold loads of these when it came out.
Joan, I honestly don't know where everything's going. We're running out of space. We're bursting at the seams. It'll
be fine. So I think it was 3 for £1, or they might have even been no, they were 20p each, which is crazy, right? Or were they 3 for £1? I bought so much media this weekend, I'm getting confused. But instant bundle, they're cool.
It was quite fun helping you going through the books and finding all the different ones that we were putting out to make sets of.
The guy was a science fiction and fantasy nut. He had so many books by like Eddings, and there was who was the chap we were talking to at the books? I think it was his son or the chap he was with.
Yeah, it was Gary.
Gary's, and his
son was into,
he bought
searching for loads of stuff.
Star Wars, like a heap of Star Wars books. We bought loads of Pratchett. Like it felt like every Pratchett novel ever issued. Some really cool fold-out Terry Pratchett maps, which I'll show you next week. They're really nice. Don't know about the value, but they will sell. So yeah, anyway, we can't show you that stuff, so I don't know why I'm saying about it.
No. But you went back, like you said, you went this morning. I didn't. Stayed in bed.
I was so knackered when we got back from London. I was up at 6:30 to go and speak to this media guy, and then we drove to London and we walked around this jumble trail for 4 hours.
Oh, and we saw Gavin as well. Hi, Gavin.
Yes. Yeah, we filled the trolley.
Yeah, I couldn't pull it. It was so heavy.
I went back today and bought more, even more in volume. It was nuts.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot we bought this.
But you see, a lot of the stuff I do actually find and then show Nick, and then we decide whether we're buying it. So it's team effort on a lot of it. No, this was a team effort.
This was an odd one though. This is SodaStream. It's not the vintage one. We have one in the 80s. Did you have one in the 80s?
Yes, but it wasn't like that. It was.
No.
This isn't an 80s
Thin
one.
glass bottles with a spiral
they
on,
were,
right?
They were fun.
Yeah. This is like a modern one. And
did you get any Doctor Who stuff? I think there might have been some, but I don't think we bought any.
I think was someone else buying all the Doctor Who. I think someone else had it all.
Oh, it might have been Gary Summers.
Maybe. This is a SodaStream Apollo. And I did try and briefly look it up when we got home, and I couldn't find any completeds on this particular Apollo one, so I've no idea. But it
needs a clean.
It was silly cheap. Wasn't this £1 as well?
Oh, it was silly cheap. I can't remember if it's £1.
Like, it was a kind of, well, we can't really leave it behind.
There is a lid for this.
There's a lid for that in another box.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's a shame that they're kind of cheap and plasticky now. Because we all know, if we were around in the 80s, we all know what they were like, and they were just very nice.
I vividly remember it as a kid.
Very tactile, weren't they?
You'd pull the lid down and you'd press the and
yeah,
all of that. Anyway, so for £1, I've no idea what they go for. Oh, this was cool. Now I had one of these. Now I paid £8 on this.
Matt's asking what's the furthest we would travel. Well, today we travelled an hour. We probably wouldn't go that much more than that, to be honest. I don't know.
No, and we don't normally travel far. We went to North London because it's a fun day out, and it's nice to see a different area, isn't it?
It's funny how your little sayings do creep into other people's vocabulary.
Silly cheap. So anyway, I had this exact machine. I picked it up last year at a different boot sale. You may remember. Holty is the make, and it's a Vaporetto 1500. So it's a steam cleaner unit. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, paid £8 on this one. Haven't tested it yet, but they're about £50 or thereabouts, maybe a bit more. The last one, the unit wasn't working. I think the heater element had gone or something. It wasn't building up a head of steam. But I parted it out, and I think I ended up with even more money than I would have got as a whole. So yeah, I've got all of the attachments and bits and bobs, like all the different window attachments, and it's all over the place. So that was nice for £8. Heavy. Oh, that's the attachment for your steaming your windows. Steamy windows.
Oh, dear.
That was
Tina
Turner. Yeah. Anyway, you can tell I'm tired. My brain is not functioning.
Yeah, you had a nap, Ellen had a nap, and I cooked dinner.
I did have a nap.
I'm going to bed early tonight.
I'm at the point of tiredness where everything is funny and I don't know why. Anyway, that's a steamy windows cleaner. No, a steam cleaner attachment for a window.
That's a steamy windows cleaner.
I haven't even been drinking.
I'm sure that's not gin in your glass.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, George.
Bop it Tetris. Probably all seen these. They're not worth much, but I grabbed it for 50p.
Oh, was the SodaStream Apollo 80s then? I thought it might have been like 90s or
£8.
older.
Oh, I'm sure I'll manage to achieve more than that, hopefully. £8.
Yeah, I hope so.
It doesn't look like the 80s one. We had the 80s one, and it was a very slender machine. It wasn't like that.
I don't think that's 80s.
Perhaps it was a late 80s reissue.
Maybe.
Well, we took a punt for £1, so we're not going to lose a lot. £8 doesn't seem a lot for the unit and a couple of bottles. Somebody said that
sorry.
About the shoes, and yes, we're trying all avenues, and I had this contact that is has lots more contacts within various industries, I've known this guy for a long time. I play cards with him, so hopefully that's going to come to fruition. But yeah, it's food is the way forward. I sold some to a lady who came around. She, as I said, she's a butcher and works with a lot of other butchers. So I'm hoping that's going to lead to more sales as well. But yeah, appreciate the comment. Okay, let me get back down to the bottom. Right. A punt for £1 sounds like a game show. What else have we got? Bought a very cool Spider-Man just because he's cool.
Web's charging up.
It doesn't really show on here, but these light up, and he's got like a web slinger that lights up, and he does all sorts of
Oh, shocked to see me, Electro?
stuff like that. Can't remember how much I paid. I think
Let's get fired up.
I think it was 50p.
Let's get fired up.
We could go on for a while, you know. Oh, I tell you what I did get. I missed out on a big job lot of wallpaper and regretted it because
Yeah. I think
where was that? That was over at Hatfield,
Carrie
wasn't
says
it?
her SodaStream, 80 SodaStream was orange.
Oh, ours was white and brown, I think.
Oh yeah, I was thinking brown. That's what I had in my in my memory.
With the tall, thin glass bottles we had.
Are you going to keyword it, Tina Turner?
I wasn't planning on it, but now you mention it. Yeah, bought 4 or 5 rolls of wallpaper and was very surprised. What did she say for the whole lot? Was it 50 pence or was it £1? People sometimes when I see wallpaper and I pick it up, if you're not, usually I use it as void fill unless it's something special and has some value. This basic kids wallpaper has no real value, so I use it as void fill. And people sometimes come out with like £4 a roll or whatever. So I always ask, and I'm sure she said it was either 50 pence or £1 for 5 rolls, which is way cheaper than buying packing paper or void fill. So I bought a load of that, and I've already used up most of it. Duck.
Yes.
Pound. Xbox 360. I picked these up. Have been buying and selling these since the game came out. Well, when Guitar Hero was big was when we had a high street gaming store, and we used to order these in from Activision new. So love Guitar Hero. Loved playing it at the time. Became quite obsessed with the game. Hang on, battery compartment check. Oh, it's a win. It's a win. I think I actually checked it at the time. It's force of habit.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's cool.
Yep.
And it was £1.
Hello, Sue.
Whole pound. I bought loads more Duplo. Bought a bag full of Duplo for a couple of quid. What?
It's fallen out of it.
Is it? Oh, I bought. There with. Oh, there's more attachments here for the steam cleaner. I parted these out, like all of the little bits like this last time I had one, and they went really well. I think for that it was like something like £15 or something for each little bit.
Yeah, Richard does the same thing. Uses
lining paper. Yeah,
paper and...
I kicked myself a couple of weeks ago. We were at a boot sale and somebody had a pile of it, and they said £5, and we were having a quick walk around, and I thought, well, I'll come back and get it on the way back. And it had gone, and I should have just snapped it up. It was so cheap for a heap of wallpaper. Yeah. Anyway, I bought. Oh my god, stuff everywhere. These.
It's chaos. It's absolute chaos.
No, that's Duplo. Kiddie Meccano, as in the younger kids Meccano. It does have a market. I tend to bundle it up. I've got another one. I think it might even be a similar or the same somewhere. So I'll bundle these up. It does sell quite well. If you can get the motors and stuff, they can go quite well on their own. It uses these little tools. You see that triangular end tool for the bolts. So it's for the younger end of, budding engineers, etc. And then strangely, so that was, I think that whole box was £2. And on another stall, it's just fallen apart. Wheel fell off it.
What's that got? Has that got a Dumbo in it?
Yeah. It wasn't in it originally. This is all the same stuff, and that was £1 sat on another stall.
Did you buy a Dumbo, or was it just in a box?
No. I think that was chucked in with some media I bought.
It's an actual Disney one as well. Oh, look how cute!
You sounded like Lex then.
You're moving.
Right, I found my wheel. Do not panic.
Well, good, but you're pushing me off my chair with your chair.
Oh yeah, do you remember
That's
these?
really cute.
You can show them.
Oh.
Oh look.
Yeah, this was from.
There's the lid.
Oh yeah, good. This was from a stall where a girl was horse mad, wasn't she? A little girl was horse mad, and she had all kinds of toys that were horse related. And this is all like, is it Playmobil?
Playmobil.
Yeah, it's all Playmobil.
Oh
and
wow.
all Playmobil horses.
Hang on, look, that's all. How's your father? There we go.
Little horses.
Is that Yeah, that's Playmobil.
Somebody riding a horse.
Now with Playmobil, you can go to the lengths that some people do with Lego, and as we used to do, you can part Playmobil out. I've no doubt people would sell that on its own.
Look at that. That's so cool.
Yeah, the detail in Playmobil is quite stunning sometimes.
Yeah, lots of little people in here, and did various. Oh, there's a foal as well.
Yeah, so for the bundle of all of that, wow, look at the blue one.
I know. One here, look at that.
I'm much more inclined these days to bundle stuff up. So this will be a themed horse.
Yeah.
They're like fantasy horses, some of these.
Yeah, they're really cool.
But I'll look into it. It may be that there's some particularly rare stuff here. I've no idea.
Yeah.
Do you remember what we paid on that? I think it was £1 or maybe £2. So yeah, that was cool. Oh, the lady chucked in loads of these little wallpaper borders as well. So I'll use that as void fill. And then media. I don't think there's anything particularly interesting in here. Interesting. Media. There was one stall. It was 10 for £1. I don't know if that was this
I don't
stall.
think we've got this one. But we've got Disney Plus now, so we don't really watch.
There's various seal bits. I mean, that won't be worth much, but it's Fantastic Beasts. But when it comes to like, I'm sure this stall was, or was it 6 for £1? It was a weird number, wasn't it?
Yeah. I
can't remember. But stuff like Now Years, Easy Sales. I cleared all of my Now albums recently, so I'm starting to build up again. And when they're 1020p, snap them up. DS game in there as well. Most of this is nothing. Oh, these are quite cool. There was a while when these really went up in value. I don't know if they currently are. Don't buy them without checking. But I've done really well on some of the Pure Garage stuff. And they were...
That just takes me... Oh, look at that. Our price.
It
takes me right back to late 90s working in Our Price.
We used to stick up these exact things with those
and
stickers.
we couldn't stand it.
Neither of us could stand this music, and now I pick it up. Oh yeah, it's a run of like 90s, as in the number 90s, and these were super cheap. So yeah, the usual sort of stuff. That will go with the guitar. Hey, what?
Sandruma, maybe. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Says, my little girl is mad for horses. You've got to buy her. Well, if you are interested, then just message us on Facebook. The link's below. Yeah.
So there's all sorts of media in here for bundling, and another Guitar Hero. I've got an instant Guitar Hero bundle going on with that guitar now. Time Splitters on PlayStation 2, the first one.
Dave thinks there's enough for a now quiz. We can't play the music though.
No.
So.
Oh, a little bush. That's not funny.
It is to me.
It's a DAB radio, isn't it? Yeah, DAB digital radio.
Sue says that Pegasus comes with a carriage. We didn't have a carriage with it though, and she didn't have the carriage.
We had a bag of horses and some riders.
Yeah.
Oh, look, more.
Oh, and Yorkshire Reseller says the horse with the wings is from a rarish set.
Okay. Well, no doubt we'll look into it, but we may have a buyer. If
Sarah says I sold Playmobil horses so well, especially that blue one.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of demand for certain stuff. So yeah, anyway, media. Now decades. Apparently that's Katie's.
The link should be below, Kay, for our Facebook page. Yeah, so just send us a private message on there.
99 there, look. That's not very old then, is it? That's not only a year or so old.
How out of touch are you?
2018. Well, we hit, it was 100 not that long ago.
Yeah, I know, but they released three
a year.
Yeah, don't they? Yeah, I couldn't remember if it was 3, but yeah, 3 a year.
Anyway, you get the idea. This isn't the big haul of media I got today and yesterday. That's like next level big. A few hundred. This was just odds and sods that we picked up cheap at the boot sale. Oh, look, talking now 100. Hey.
Oh, yeah. Gary was picking up the Doctor Who books. So
oh, they
5
did,
of
yeah.
the Doctor Who books made money back already.
Nice.
Cool. No, I wasn't bored. I'm very tired. I wasn't bored.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I picked this up. This was from a lovely lady who had all sorts of interesting stuff, and her prices were just so. It was the lady we got the wallpaper from.
It's a very big cup of tea. Oh, it's actually coffee, but it's it's a Cath Kidston mug. So yeah, what can I show? Right, here's my phone. It's an iPhone 8, by the way, just in case.
Yeah, the phone's quite big.
Yeah.
That's not a good.
Well, a pen, a Sharpie. Here you go. Sharpie.
That makes it look small. Anyway, from one store we bought loads of gear because this lady was just really in get rid of stuff mode, and she was just like 50p for this, £1 for that, whatever. And I may yet keep these because I don't think there'll be much resale value. But this whole thing was £2, wasn't it? I can't get in it. Can't open it. So this is probably a keeper. You have a set of masonry drills, a set of wood drills, and a set of metal drills. These are really handy if you do much DIY.
Now I'm bored. Aaron, we went to Redbourne last week, but we didn't go this week.
Yeah, and a set of.
Yeah, I do. I like a bucket of tea or coffee. You know, a small mug is not going to do the job.
Sockets. Are you interrupting my tool talk here?
Yeah, I am.
How rude.
Dave says, "Here's QVC."
So it's not a high-end set. It's not particularly good quality set but for a couple of quid at the boot sale. I'm terrible at losing and breaking tools, particularly drill bits. So this is a godsend. And then on this side,
yes, it should do. It would just
check out all
change. Can I'm just answering Mark's question here?
Do you mind? I'm in full QVC here.
I'm answering Mark's question. But people are watching us. Yeah, it should just change the status of your shop, so everything should be the same.
I believe so. With questions like that, you have to bear in mind it's been so long since we've done that, like 20 years or something. So I'm not sure, and things change. But I think you can switch the same account over. But yeah, for those DIY nuts amongst us, look at all of the bits. Ah. Yeah. And these hole cutters. Oh, I can't even get them out. These are handy. How do you get them out? I can't. I don't know how you extract them from the case, but these hole cutter drill bits, very, very handy. Anyway, yeah. Are you bored yet? Shall I carry on? Look at these. These are like foot-long drill bits.
A nail quiz is something very different, Lex.
I can't get them out.
We could do it like a nail round, couldn't we?
What's that mean? What's a nail?
It's an owl, but with an N.
Look at that. I've never had a need for a foot-long masonry drill bit.
I don't know what you're going to say then.
Your mind is in the gutter. But there's two, like, seriously, has anyone ever had need for using? Look at that. Anyway, anyone impressed with my tools for a couple of quid? I thought that was a cracking buy.
Yeah. Nick loves his bits.
I do love my bits. Yeah, who doesn't love the bits?
Jordan says you're killing me, Nick.
Ow.
Oh, you're killing yourself.
Yeah, I just pricked myself on my bit. I just look at that, look how sharp that is. I just pricked myself.
We're all impressed with your tools.
I'm bleeding.
Oh dear. See, I'm so concerned. I'm bleeding. Oh dear.
There we go. Anyway, that's that.
Neil says, "Oh, look at Nick's huge tool."
Get all the tool jokes out of the way. Nick, step away from the toolbox.
Yeah. Have we finished our haul?
I think so. I mean, there's the usual gubbins, Nerf guns,
Hi,
media,
Peter.
more Nerf guns.
Oh, David Spears wants to know, or Spires, sorry, I'm not sure how you pronounce your name. Question: how do you know what clothing sells well and what sizes are the best? Well, I sell a whole range of sizes, and I don't find that anything. Some people say that the bigger sizes sell better, but I don't. Not really found that myself personally. I've tried it, and I sell a range. Anyway, I'm rambling because I'm tired. But I said to somebody else last week actually that Caroline, Mrs. M, has actually got an ebook about clothing brands, so you could check that out. I think she's selling it on Etsy.
But the thing with clothing, as a kind of caveat to that, is the fashion industry and clothing in general moves on at a rapid pace. So it's about getting involved and testing the water. Yeah. And that's the only way to properly learn anything anyway, is to jump in with both feet. And then your best research tool all of us have is eBay. So get on eBay, search within different categories and do completed and solds, and then resort that by the highest first, find out what is the high end within each. You know, spend a whole evening just researching jeans, for example, or whatever. Even if you need to make notes, I can't keep information in these days, so I'd have to make notes.
And it is ever changing. Stuff that I picked up a couple of years ago, I probably wouldn't pick up now. So, but
it's the same in the kind of hard goods stuff that I pick up. The trends come and go quite rapidly, so it's a case of just, you know, trying to keep up to date with things. Anyway, bought a load of Nerf. I've never had this one. This is quite cool. I think it's like a 15 barrel. What? It's not loaded. I could put some ammo in it if I had any. Yeah, I bought a load of Nerf yesterday as well, didn't I? From some subscribers.
Oh yeah.
That was odd. We're quite used to people coming up to us, you know, other resellers and people going out thrifting. But I was browsing some Nerf guns and they went, "Hello, Nick." Oh. So yeah, if you're watching, thanks for the Nerf guns. I haven't looked into those yet. I think they're still in quarantine. It's somewhere in the house.
They're in the hallway.
Anyway, not have one of those. That is a Surge Fire. And look, it's got quite an impressive barrel. I'd say that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16, maybe a 16 barrel. Quite like that. Yeah. Anyway,
so I don't know.
have we been on for an hour and 20 minutes?
We really have.
How did that happen?
I'm starting to lose consciousness. I'm so tired.
Ah, dear.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, there's a question and a half. Hi, Hemi. As experienced, I think that is experienced resellers. High five.
Oh.
Do you use reselling to earn a comfortable living or to build wealth? Also, do you follow the financial independence community?
Don't follow the financial independence community.
No, we resell as a lifestyle choice, really. We quit our jobs back in the early 2000s. I think it was 2002. We went full time doing this exactly as you see it. We branched out into high street retail. We did that for almost a decade. And we worked our socks off for nearly 10 years and got ourselves in a financial position where we don't have to earn masses of money anymore. And we resell and get a very comfortable lifestyle out of it, but we're not in it to make a fortune. No. We have set ourselves up financially, paid off the mortgage, and got ourselves in a very comfortable position. So reselling is a lifestyle choice for us. It means
so it's the first one, isn't it? It's about having a comfortable life, really. Not to make lots of money.
It allowed us to step out of the rat race completely and live a relatively stress-free life. Reselling can be stressful, people.
Still dealing with customers and eBay.
Oh, yes. Oh, customers and eBay. Reselling would be perfect without customers and without eBay and their... Yes. Yeah. Anyway, I hope that answered the question.
All jokes aside, eBay is still a great platform to sell on, and
they are. I think we all have a...
For what we do, they're the best platform out there, and there are little bits where it's annoying, but for the majority of the time, don't get us wrong,
we are fans of eBay, but they do like to test our patience. Let's just try that, shall we? Yeah.
Night, Sue.
Okay. Night, Sue. Sue's off.
So Hemi says that is sort of financial independence, no mortgage. Yes, but we have to say that we did do that with a high street shop, not with selling at home. And we worked really hard. We worked like 7 days a week, pretty much. Well, 6 days.
I was doing 7 quite often. That was always. We went into that not knowing if it would be a success, and it took off. And we rapidly realised we're doing really well here. What we're going to do is set ourselves up. We didn't know how long it would last. And the high street gaming shop bubble did burst. So I think we were right to put all of our money into the property and then get out before it all collapsed. I mean, there are still high street gaming shops, but it's a lot harder to make any money than it was in the early 2000s. Okay.
Yes, indeed. So, I mean, a lot of people, do manage to make a lot of money by doing it at home and hiring staff and branching out, etc. But I looked at that and I thought,
did you really spend £30 on that and told me you spent £1?
I thought you were trying to be funny and I was just going to ignore it, but
I think they are. I don't know.
Yeah, I know, I'm joking. Yes, I actually spent 30 whole pounds on this. I don't think I'd spend £30 on any piece of jewellery even for myself. I can't even string a sentence together. It's all gone to pot.
We're going to leave you shortly, but I will end here. Hi, David.
Yes, you could be.
The key word in there, and the key word in all of this is success, how you class success.
Yeah.
Some people that we know do this part-time and they do incredibly well out of it. They buy a holiday or 2 a year, through doing this part-time, and that is its own form of success if that's what you want to get out of this. Success for us is not having to have a 9-to-5 job, is not having to have a boss. We're not filthy rich. That's not the point. It's a lifestyle choice, and that is success to us.
Yeah.
So it depends how you judge success, and that applies to everybody.
We do know people that do it part-time, like Lee, Cola Flipper. He's got a full-time job. He does it part-time, and he does really, really well.
Yeah.
So yeah, lots of people could do. And it really is what you put in, you get out. So if you put the hours in and you do your research and you pick up stuff that's going to have a good turnover. Yeah. Then, and
I really don't think the end game needs to be doing reselling full time. That is one hell of a leap. It's one hell of a commitment. It will not suit many people. But part-time, it's perfect because you can decide what you want to get out of it and put in enough to get that out. If it is building a deposit for a house, we know people that have got into reselling through our channel and other channels and have put a deposit down on a house and got on the housing ladder. That's success. That's amazing. Yeah. We've had messages from people that have managed to achieve that, or they've bought holidays, like I said. We know people that have bought cars on the back of just reselling through learning it on YouTube. And
it can be anything that you want or need it to be, can't it? You can tailor. That's the beauty of reselling. You can tailor it to your life and how you want to live your life. So you can build a big business and make a lot of money. You can just use it to pay for certain things, and you can do anything that you want.
Yes. I know I said I was going to go. That's a really good question. Oh yes, we've got stories.
Yeah, we did,
because we used to buy from, it was a reselling trade-in shop, so we stocked all of the new range of media, CDs, DVDs, and all of the gaming formats, but the money we made was on the used stuff that came in and was traded in. And a lot of confrontations came from buying off the public, because they have a perception of what their stuff is worth. Sometimes it is not married up to what I thought it was worth.
And I'll fully admit that was big part of the reason why I needed to get out of it, because it just wore me down a little bit.
We'll have to do one of these where we just take questions for the evening, because this is fun, but we also like to share stuff. We'll end on this then. Hi, Jake's been here. I put a deposit down on a house through reselling after finding your videos.
Fantastic.
That's made my night. Fantastic.
Yeah, and end on a really good positive note.
So thank you for taking the time out to join us. We've got over 600 people have made it to the end. If you enjoy
3 of those tonight, what's going on?
We're tired. We need to go and sit down and decompress.
Thank you, Angela. I don't know if that's for us, but thank you for saying that. It's a nice comment.
We said this many times. We just share what we do. If that helps to inspire you to have a go at something, that's all we're trying to do. We're not really trying to teach or say this is how to do it, because we're not that good at this really. But yeah, sharing what we do is hopefully inspiring to some people, as we've heard it is. So cool.
Thanks, Mr. Sprout.
Okay, we're going to see you all next Sunday.
So either Mrs. Sprout or Mr. Sprout, but we're going to say Mr. Sprout.
Okay. We'll be live on our quiz channel tomorrow. Please come and join in if you haven't before. It's a heck of a laugh. That will be at 8 o'clock.
Stay away from cats.
Yes. I try to. Although I didn't manage to today. I was filming cats close up.
You weren't like touching.
Yeah. So. Link to our quiz channel is below. We'd love to see you over there. New league starts tomorrow, so everybody has 0 points, so it's a fresh start.
Thank you. That's a nice comment as well. Thank you very much.
You're the most inspiring resellers I've come across. Wow.
So we started on a slightly negative note and we've ended on a really nice positive note, so thank you. You're all lovely. Yes, we'll see you over on Let's Get Quizzical. Again, link for that is below. Please come and join in. It's just a laugh, really, and it usually gets quite silly, and I make lots of mistakes. So we'll see you there. Yes. I'm going to go and sleep now. We'll try to get to the quiz tomorrow. Good stuff. See you all there. Are we done?
Words of wisdom. And there need to be new words this week. New words. New words.
Stay safe and sanitize.
That was last week's. You've had
Yeah,
that 3
right.
weeks in a row.
Yeah, I know. I'm having it again this week. Stay safe and sanitize.
I can only apologise.